The age of the influencer is over. The time of the buck has come.
Monday morning. I feel like I was just talking about this. Wait a minute. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm like, holy shit, I just uploaded this video. No, I didn't. This is 1 pound heavier than last time. So yeah, it was a little tougher because my body weight keeps on dropping. And I'm not really counting. I know I'm not really counting my calories, but I'm not, I'm just eating basically till I'm satisfied. And for me, that's cutting. Oh, there we go. There we go. I got a little extra core work in there. You should try that. Do like a, do like a push press. Well, actually, I don't recommend this, but do a push press with like 300 pounds and then hold that at the top up like that and then walk around. Don't do that. I don't recommend doing that, but yeah, that'd be interesting. And so anyways, I ran out of masking tape, so now I got hockey tape on my wrist strap there. Some guy sent me something from Amazon. It was wrist straps for $4.99. Well, I mean, these Harbinger ones aren't all that high quality, but I assumed that those ones would be even worse. So I think the real move is to just stock up on tape. There we go. That's still pointy. I'm pretty sure that's never gonna go away. I suppose it's been 2 years now. I remember when I first my lat I started having problems with it. It started hurting like hell, and because I was doing lat shots. It was right at the end of a cycle, and it hurt really bad for 2 weeks. And I was taking 800 milligrams of ibuprofen twice a day. Because sitting was uncomfortable. The only time, anytime there was any pressure on my lat, like even if my arm was pressed up against it, it would hurt a lot. So sitting, lying down, I had to lay down just to my left side, and I don't know about you, but with sleeping, I kind of like to, it's like a rotisserie, I go to bed sleeping on my back, I wake up, and I turn onto my left side, and then I wake up and I switch to my right side. Anyways. It reminds me of when I got my wisdom teeth taken out, and I had to just lay on my back, or at least that's what they suggested. I don't even know why they suggested that, but anyways, I finally got my channel remonetized. That was a lot easier than I thought. Apparently, well, it's the normal culprit is just my boomerism. So Grandpa here figured out how to set that up, and if you want to become a member, if you want to become part of the Gut Crew, it's $4.99 per month, and then you get access to the same videos that the Patreon guys get access to. Okay, this is my new chocolate bar that I eat. And I do... Anyways, because cocoa apparently is a very good health supplement, and there you go, I just docked crap. And so what I do, what does this say? Is that going to focus? Whoa, okay. Look at that. This, once you, I'm not really well, I do like sweets, but this, even though, there's no sugar, 100% chocolate, although there's fiber in it, I suppose there's fiber naturally in chocolate, but although, what the hell does this may contain milk? That's just in case the milk, somebody spilled milk in the factory into the chocolate vat. But this is really tasty. This, and the other option was to buy like 95% cocoa lint bars, but these are cheaper. because they're the 95% cocoa bars are like 90 grams, and here you get 225 grams. Obviously the best thing to do is buy in bulk, and you get like little chips. But I don't know. I guess I'm a freaking cookie cutter, and I like the chocolate bar style. I watched too much Willy Wonka as a kid, I suppose. And then I got some of this, and I think it's my first time having grass-fed beef. And this was $7, and it was actually cheaper than the one that comes in the styrofoam. And anyways, I'm looking forward to having this. And this is probably, I don't know why the other one's more expensive, but oh no, the other one was extra lean. But extra lean, my recipe that I'm doing is let me get my thing here. It's just beef and rice, and really exciting. I know. And this is the rice that I have with it, right from Thailand. Well, at least that's what it says. Gao Tong Dong Hao Hung. I'd studied Thai for 17 years. Yeah. That was after my bout that I did at the Shaolin Temple. I really like the smell of jasmine rice, and it tastes good. And so these two things together, apparently it has less calories than normal white rice. And what's the other one? The other one I would get is some like sushi rice, but I like this one more just because I like the jasmine style. And so these are two new things added to and I got some grapefruit juice. Because, well, that's a story for a different time. But although I do also really like grapefruit juice, and I'd probably eat grapefruit, but the ones we get around here, because grapefruit they don't grow grapefruit in Canada. They're all the grapefruits you get are terrible, and they're expensive. When you can, considering the fact that they're going to be all terrible, it's kind of like the beef you get at the grocery store. I think a strip loin is probably like $30 a kilo on a cheap day, and it's like eating a shoe. All right, I'll show some more carbs that I have on a regular basis. I've been alternating between these two. I think that you can digest rice more easily, so I think I'm going to have although I've been having the cream of rice more often, but you can't beat a good man cake. And during the bulk, I was putting some chocolate chips in there, and I really like these. And I don't know where these are made exactly, but my customer reminded me about Smiths Falls, Ontario, which is near Ottawa, and I've been there because I know people that live there, and I've been to the Hershey's factory. Apparently they sold it for a bit, and now they're back. Now they bought it back, and they're back to making chocolate. And although this is more like Hershey's is more like Goy Slop chocolate, they sell a dark chocolate bar that comes in it's in a small package, and it's in a flat square or flat rectangle thing. And I used to eat one every day in college, and these are really good. Although it would be more enjoyable now. During the bulk, when I'd have this, I'd feel sick just because I wasn't even hungry when I had it. And anyways, and the cream of wheat. All the instructions on this thing just say to cook it with water, but how the hell is it going to be creamy without water? So what I do is I put it in a pot like this, and it's like, I don't know, a quarter cup of cream of rice with 1 cup of milk or 1 cup of liquid. And so then what I do is I just put it on low, and then I keep stirring it with a spatula until it thickens up. And anyways, it's pretty nice. What else is there to add? Oh, this is the salt that I use. Yes. Okay, and while I'm at it, I just put my salt in my water. It's pink because the salt's pink, and it actually turns the water pink and makes your rice a little pink, but I don't really care. This milk sucks in terms of flavor, but it's good for the fact that it has less sugar and basically it's less sugar and more protein, and so I can hit my protein quota more easily by drinking this. And I'd be buying Fairlife, but now Fairlife is about $6.50 a bottle, and it's for the same volume. You can get this at $5.49 at Circle K or $5.79 at the grocery store. I don't really feel like making 2 stops though. And anyways, it does the job. This light's making me look old. I thought my double chin was going away. I think it's the angle. I can feel like this. There we go. Holy shit, I look fucking old. I'll just sit back here. Yep, good old Phil Robertson. This is my dad's shirt. I wasn't a Duck Dynasty guy. There's some good bits, but pretty retarded. He had another shirt for Uncle Si. It was Uncle Si quote saying, like, I'll split it with you 3 ways, 50-50. And then there's another thing where his Uncle Si's like, you see these right here? These are legal weapons. Anyways, I got an idea for a sort of a review. And so my favorite thing people say is when they talk about 10,000 steps. Okay, they get their steps in, okay? But instead I went to Women's Health magazine, because unfortunately women are misled the most. So anyways, it's 26 best fitness tips of all time from top trainers. So here, what's this lady's name? Erin Warwood. Anyways, first tip, start small. Obviously you're going to start small. You haven't even started lifting weights yet. Make fitness a way of life. Okay, there we go. Turn into the good life. There's a good life out there if you open up your eyes. I think that's the old Good Life commercial. I remember I was showing the American guys that and they wanted to puke. I mean, it's still not as bad as Planet Fitness, but it's up there. What does the good life mean to you? Never skip your warm-up. See, if you skip your warm-up, it instead of going to like Gainesville, you go right to Snap City. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Make those warm-ups dynamic. What does that even mean? Okay, so warm up like movements. Okay, so not static stretching. Okay, so dynamic stretching. I was going to say, how the hell else could you warm up if you're not moving? Don't cut static stretching out altogether. Add mobility exercises to your warm-up too. Mobility? Mobility's overrated. My mobility started coming back as soon as I stopped putting needles into the muscles. Or as frequently, that is. And so anyways, strength train at least twice a week. This is so fucking basic. Where's the 10,000 steps one? The 10,000 steps one is funny. That one's my favorite. And then another thing you see is baby boomers, fat people riding on bicycles. Listen, buddy, you need to go on like a stationary bike with like high resistance, or just strength training fast. Okay, well, maybe not at the same time, but I see this guy a bunch of times around town. He's on his bicycle. I mean, you're going downhill most of the time. And another thing is that there's gears on bikes, and so they put it in like they put it in first gear when they're going up the hill, and he's got his seat all the way up. So his legs, he's got it in the most mechanically easy position to bike. But I mean, that's still why that's why he's still a fat ass. He's like, I don't know, his gut is from the back is as wide as my shoulders. Devote yourself to recovery. Maintain good sleep hygiene. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Anyways, 10,000 steps a day is a funny one because what is that supposed to do? Come on, have some fucking standards. You always, every time I hear that, I'm like, you're an idiot. I remember some guy told me, he was working at a variety store and he was talking about how much he can eat. He can eat like anything, he says. And he's like, some days I've got my iPad here, and he's got a Pakistani accent, or not I don't know what language he speaks, Urdu or something. I think it's what language they speak, but I can't do it and the accent. It's too nuanced for me. My phone's gonna die. It just went fucking dark mode. So, anyways, he said the reason why he's not getting fat, although he already was fat, was because he was getting in 25,000 steps at work. You know, from going to the receipt machine over there, to going and picking up the cigarettes over there, to coming up to this thing over here, to going over to the rollers and pulling out some I don't know, pinatas for people. whatever the hell that shitty gas station. What the hell is that called? It's called cabasas. No, that's an instrument. It's probably a piñata. I think I was right the first time. That shit is freaking vile. I've never eaten it. I remember seeing it as a kid. I'm like, there's no way that's sanitary. I just think, ever since I watched the Chubby Emu video where the guy got botulism from eating gas station food, I'm like, well, I already thought it was gross. Now I just know that I've completely written it off. And so anyways, one of my customers also told me that he goes to the gym so he can eat whatever he wants and so he doesn't get fat. But he's already fat. And which is funny. He's like a big fat Chinese guy. And yeah, you eat whatever you want. It's like, okay, well, yeah. He's paying for a personal trainer too. Oh man. If you send me $50, I mean, you'll save a lot of money. You send me $50 and you won't have to, I mean, but these people, they want like, the reason why they hire a personal trainer is just because they really value certifications, and if only they understood that these personal training certifications take about 8 hours to complete and very little study, then maybe they wouldn't be throwing all their money away. But and another thing is that they just want someone to tell them what to do face to face, and then to talk to them in between sets on the leg extension machine, as Ribito would say. So yeah, every time I hear someone talking about, you know, how many steps they got in, how many miles they walked, why don't you fucking run? Why don't you run like 7 miles per hour for that many miles? That's a pretty good pace. That's what I used to do back in the high school days when I'd go for a run every morning, and those days are long gone. Some guy told me that I what the hell did I tell him? Oh, he says he could do 24 chin-ups. I'm like, post a video. He's like, okay, well, I'll post a video if you run 5K. Yeah, forget about it. I'll drive 5K. I just finished my RDLs. Classic shirt. You know, eventually, once it gets big enough, I gotta save all this clothing. I'm gonna sell it. I'm gonna sell my power suit. Okay, so the bidding starts at whatever it's going to cover shipping, basically. But like the guy said in the most recent video, it adds +10 strength. Although I just started wearing it because I was working out in March. I first started wearing it when I was lifting weights in March. And so even though Canada is not, well, at least Ontario, unless you go way up there by Hudson's Bay, it's not exactly a frozen wasteland like people will believe. They think that it's Skyrim, basically. It's more like Cyrodiil, at least Ontario is. And then Bruma, that's the northern part of Canada, but it's just, imagine that's in like 80% of Canada. So basically 80% of Canada is cold like that, but why the fuck would you want to go there anyways? Yeah, but let's, you know, if you want to visit Nunavut and you're some sort of weirdo, I mean, I'd rather go to Greenland. Okay, I have, apparently, supposedly, my mother got ancestry DNA done, I don't know, a couple years ago, and she's like 2% Scandinavian. And then she says that I look Swedish. Well, I don't know. It's probably because people just think Vikings and they think big white guys, and then therefore I'm Swedish. But basically, so yeah. Anyways, I didn't get the nice blue eyes. I got my like, I don't know. I'll do an ASMR thing, and it'll be a close up of my eyes. One day when I'm big enough, there'll be I'll be able to make a bunch of other channels for other content. There'll be like ripped clothes try-on hauls, and then there'll be it'll be like the what the hell is that? Sergio Leone, his the close-ups that he does back in those old the dollar movie, the dollar series, when it's just the eyes. It's like it's like that, okay? And anyways, I always think the camera's right in the middle, but it's over here, obviously. Anyways, so I pulled up here. This is Buffalo, Mr. Ambience, the YouTube channel. Buffalo Bill's basement, also known as Buffalo Bill, also known as Gravestrong. This is what you might hear if you're in his basement. No, or in his garage when he's not banging the weights around, and his dogs aren't barking like crazy. It's pretty peaceful. This isn't even like you think. You just feel dread because the guy's gonna eat you and then skin you, or well, he's gonna skin you and then eat the rest. Well, anyways, so speaking of GymCELLs, I looked this up. I wanted to get a definition. The first recommendation to me was a book on Amazon Prime, Working the GymCELL, a beta short. So it must be a short story. Here we go. By Molly Manos. What does she look like? Author of Husband Turns MGTOW. Is this, where's Molly Manos? Show yourself. That's not you. You got to be ugly. Maybe you don't have to be ugly, but you got to probably be in your 30s. Anyways, this is the synopsis. After being exposed to hundreds of hot bodies over the years, Anna is tired of all the boring men at her gym. One day she learns of a community of men called GymCELLs. Lacking confidence, they use working out as a means to compensate for their beta personality. Eventually she meets Glenn, a shredded GymCELL with confidence issues. With his potential in her hands, can she help him achieve a different mindset, or is he doomed to be a GymCELL forever? Well, there you go, guys. This is going to be a book where a woman, like kind of like Michelangelo, the great Italian sculptor, a woman is going to shape Glenn, the GymCELL, the shredded GymCELL, into an alpha. She's going to turn him into Wes Watson, or at least what Wes Watson thinks he is. And anyways, wow, is there reviews of this? Because this book sounds amazing. Okay, so has there even been any sales? You can get the Kindle Unlimited. It costs, what is this? $4.05. Oh, it's just 12 pages. Publication date, okay. It's 1 megabyte. Word-wise, what's this? What's the skill level? Is it 5th grader? Because that's too much for me. Anyways, I mean, maybe. The thing is, lots of people, probably about like 80% of men, males, it seems, have experienced fear of missing out, or they've missed out, and so they've already gone through the fear. And then you learn later that you didn't really miss out on anything, because the missing out is just like the degenerate years of life, which is in the 20s, and it's really all those experiences is what's kind of made the women in their late 20s and 30s into completely insufferable and, well, is there a better word than that? That, like, insufferable, unmarriable women with pair bonding issues, or no ability to pair bond at all. And so, well, I don't know, what else is there to say? I mean, apparently the cops just pwned a fucking squirrel in New York. The squirrel was carrying some nuts of mass destruction, and so he had to go. And yeah, so he was probably a terrorist, and there was apparently a raccoon that also got fucking totally pwned. And all the women are really upset that a squirrel got killed. And because that's the new thing, is that another thing is that I don't know if getting ran through. I don't think getting ran through makes women replace children with animals. But it's just, they're both the modern phenomenon, because you don't get this activity. Not that I'm not complicit in it, but you don't get this activity without modern society and contraceptive, because you're not going to be able to be partying if you got. Well, I suppose you could. I mean, there's apparently. I remember Jimmy the Bull was telling a story about his. He married a stripper, and he had his wife and his mother-in-law were there, and Jimmy were at the table, and then they invited over a bunch of her stripper friends for dinner. I don't know, probably for lunch, because they're obviously working at nighttime. and she's super pregnant, and they told her that she should go on stage and then even though she's got a big belly, she'll be getting some pity money. And Jimmy apparently went totally berserk and said that she wasn't doing it, so he put his foot down. And then later on, unfortunately for him, he was in the shower one day, and she basically knocked on the shower door. Maybe she probably didn't knock, she probably just started screaming. She just kicked him out of the house because he did a bunch of work for free and his usefulness was exhausted to her. And anyways, I like Jimmy the Bull, but no, the moral of the story is don't marry a stripper. I mean, if there's a bigger red flag, I suppose like prostitute or ex or women that do sex work, although strippers apparently do all that. I don't see that there could be a bigger red flag. What does this have to do with weightlifting and gym cells? Well, I don't know. It seems like the new thing is body count maxing, and if you're not a sociopath, you can't have casual sex and not get totally fucked up. So, and if you're one of these guys that's not getting pussy regularly, then you can take it from me. Not that I'm one of these. Not that I'm that I'm a pickup artist, but frankly, you're not really missing anything, and it's better if you just want to get have a steady girl that you can rely on. And another thing is, like, if you look at these guys that do learn the red pill, the manosphere, the women that they're shacked up with, they'll have, well, if they'll be with one or with many, they're complete retards. And if you want to be like a family guy, like you could be like Tony Huge, he's got a harem, but they're stupid, they don't even speak English. Okay, do you want to, I suppose, like, but if you just had one woman, then once the kids come around, you're going to spend most of your time not having sex. Like this guy told me, he's married, it's like twice a week. Okay? And just because you're fucking busy. And so you're going to have to enjoy a woman's company. You're going to have to learn, you're going to have to find a way to enjoy her company other than doing that, okay? Or no, well, I mean, hopefully it's already found before the kids come, I suppose. The non-baby making, that is. Okay. Working the GymCELL. I'm going to make a man out of you. It's kind of like, there we go. Grease. Outro song. You better shape up, because I need a man. I remember hearing that every single, at the year-end assembly, they'd be playing a slideshow. Cotton Eye Joe, they'd be playing all the songs from Shrek plus Cotton Eye Joe, and this fucking Grease song. We go together. We go together. Lyrics. Here we go. We go together like Rama Lama Lamaka Dingity Dingity da Dingy Dong. Okay. Remembered forever as Shuwap Shawada Wada Yippity Boom da Boom. Chang Chang Changity Chang Shubop. I don't understand Chinese. That's the way it should be. Where the hell's You Better Shape Up? Okay, that's not it. You better shape up, because I need a man. Here we go. This is a different song. And Olivia, you're the one that I want. I got chills, they're multiplying, and I'm losing control, because the power you're supplying, it's electrifying. This reminds me of Knock on Wood by Amy Stewart. And then the only reason I know that song is because it's catchy, obviously, but it's in the Warriors soundtrack, the Warriors video game, that is. I don't know if it's in the movie. But Amy Stewart knows how to sing. You better shape up, because I need a man, and my heart is set on you. You better shape up. You better understand. To my heart, I must be true. Nothing left for me to do. Okay. You could probably go really deep with it, but I'm not, my abstract reasoning skills aren't all the greatest. Apparently, I did score pretty low one time when I did an IQ test. I scored high in everything else, but abstract reasoning is kind of low, unfortunately. But basically, if you wanted to write a 12-page book of out of this song, You're the One That I Want, then Molly Manos did it. You're the one that I want. Oh, yeah. Oh, man. Every single fucking year at the assembly. Oh, man. Jeez. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah. Let's. I was watching, what's his name? I think it's Natural Hypertrophy, the Frenchie. He did a video just recently, I think yesterday. It's his incel story. That guy got the shit bullied out of him. That's fucking terrible. And then he has a story about being a GymCEL. Anyways, all you got to do is basically just practice talking to people. One thing that I noticed is that nicotine, or taking stims, although I'm not recommending being like a stim freak, nicotine does make you chatty. And so if you just start talking to people, then you just become comfortable with it. And then it's like the guys recommend, you start talking to less attractive women. And then, although frankly, lots of these attractive girls, especially in their early 20s, they're complete morons. So, I mean, good luck. Good luck. It's so, anyways, yeah. I think that the millennials are the last, with some exceptions, okay? There's the Gen Z people that are good, but millennials are the last generation that actually have a personality, because we didn't just grow up on a phone and emulating, I don't know, Jack Doherty. I just saw a video of Sam Hyde and with the guys reacting to his recent car crash, and he's like, his friend's like busted up. He probably hit his head on the fucking dash or something. And he's like, oh man, my car, bro, my car. It's like, okay, well, you know, it's your car, what is it, like for 600 horsepower? It doesn't need to have that much horsepower. You're on like wet pavement and then you freaking gun it, okay? Oh, bro. Maybe he was doing it for content. Yeah. Anyways, if that's what people look up, the people look up to that guy, man, that's how you know that's how you know, like it's well, I mean, maybe people are hate watching him, but I don't see his whole audience being hate watchers. Okay, here we go. I tried recording this the other day. The desktop audio was way too low, so you couldn't even hear what the hell the guys were saying, and I didn't want to freaking go in and turn up the audio on all the little bits that I'm not talking. Anyways, I'm going to pretend it was like 2 days ago? I've forgotten the whole thing. Whoa, what did that say? I got to get that shirt. Good gear. The best bodies in the world have good gear written all over them. Okay, so that just means buy a shirt. Did this give me the new favorite guy for everybody to hate? Show up. There's a good old there's a Good Life Fitness shirt. Maybe it's not that. It says good things come to those who sweat. All right, and links in the description if you want to get one. Use code BUCK. Just kidding. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll ever have a promo code for anything. But you know, if you're watching this and you got hook up to if you're a salesman, or if Rish Kaspari, or if Fuad Abiyad, or whoever else sells things, Derek from More Plays More Dates. All right, I'll sell your product. Okay, all my freaking, because frankly, just tune out for a minute, guys. Just mute the video. Nah, I can't even do it. I was gonna say I actually have never used steroids in my life, and all I have to treat. Most of it is just BCAAs, EAAs, creatine, protein powder, which includes all of those things. So don't fall for the BCAA or EAA scam. Which I might just have to delete this video if I eventually get a sponsor. Pretend like I never said that. Because branched chain amino acids, you've got leucine, isoleucine, and I don't know, valine, and then there's EAAs. All you need to do is just drink dairy products and eat meat, and you get all your BCAAs and EAAs. So don't fall for that fucking scam. What the hell else? Oh yeah, L-carnitine tartrate and hard, and you have to be the hardest working guy in the room. And frankly, I'm the only guy I work alone, so I do that by default. But if I went to the gym, I'd be the hardest guy there, working in the whole gym. Not that that takes much. What do we got? Okay, good. Okay, I need to get all of these shirts. What did that say? Pray for the what? Pray for the wicked. Some guy sent. He gave me something I could put into the command prompt to get rid of that activate Windows thing, and I put it in, and it didn't go away. I'm pretty sure that what he did is just he just made me upload a freaking bug, so that'll destroy my firewall, and then he'll have access to my entire mainframe from his computer.
Yeah. Where are we today?
So today we are here at Freebird Gym Mississauga, which is like 23,000 square feet. Best gym in Canada. I'm not just saying that, it is best gym.
No, I just asked. There's this guy on TikTok that messaged me, and he says that Lifetime Fitness is the best gym.
Gym in Canada. If you have any doubt, you can come in and check it here. It's not about the big, it's about what we have in the gym, the vibes and the culture and the people who come here. And
whose vibes?
we have the best equipment, custom made. We keep our gym neat and clean. The gym is open 24/7 and it's staffed 24/7. We have a separate powerlifting
Otherwise, someone's going to get their plates stolen.
area with 4 combo racks, and we have a monolift, which is I think very rare in Canada. Also, we have dumbbells up to 200 pounds, and we have 2 sets of 200-pound dumbbells. And then
oh man, there's going to be those 200-pound dumbbells. You know what that's going to be? They're going to be a bunch of Zoomers hurting themselves with it, because they're going to be like, "Hi, dude." Oh, the Canadians don't sound like that, but they're going to be challenging each other to grab the 200-pound dumbbells, and then they'll be doing like bent over shrugs with it.
we have sauna, steam, shower.
Bent over rows, but they're shrugs, because they're going to have to like heave ho with all of their might, because they don't even weigh 200 pounds. So you might tear their freaking arm off.
Separate for men, women. We have a lounge area. We have a supplement store. We have a smoothie bar, which is open 24/7.
I got to go to this gym. I was talking to the guy. Okay.
This gym is all about the warrior.
I was looking at Lifetime Fitness. Apparently, it's like a country club. There's a waiting list. I'm definitely not going to fit in there, because I got my custom freaking tailored clothing. Well, it's customized by like rats and moths and stuff. But I've got my cowboy boots. I'm not going to be. Everyone's going to be giving me dirty looks, and then I'm going to have to go back on my anxiety meds.
Your spirit, if you come into this gym, you will see all the murals, all the art on the walls. It's just not the regular art. It's all.
Okay, that's Christopher Walken. Okay, well, I mean, let's see what. That's Christopher Walken right here. That is Zeus, the wrestler, and I don't know who this is. This looks like a woman. We'll say it's Sigourney Weaver.
My thinking was, this art was never into existence in any picture or anything. This is all what I think, and I told my artist about this, and he made it. And I spent like over $100,000 just on the artwork. It's all paintings, handmade.
This gym looks like it cost a freaking. I think he said 23,000 square feet. That's freaking insane.
Work all explains about our Sikhism, and not just our culture and Sikhism, like
What about Wickedism?
Everyone's warrior spirit.
That's my religion, Wickedism.
Because back in the days, everyone was a warrior. We have to fight for what we were, and then this explains everything. And you can
I don't know if everybody was a warrior.
See the weapons on the wall, and in Punjabi we call it shastras. So this explains
Chester's. Well, I like Chester's freaking. I like Chester's rapier, and I think this would be my item right here, because it's like a reverse machete. That would be good for chopping down some tall grass, just in case my lawnmower quits on me and my string trimmer's out of commission. I think I'm going to take one of these, and I might have to have one of these just in case there's some low-hanging branches that need to get fucked up. And here we go. You could put this. If I was playing PUBG, I'd want one of these in my ass to deflect bullets. And this right here is a double dagger. Okay, I don't know if you're a '90s kid and you saw the Phantom Menace commercial come on TV for the first time, You remember it. Okay, everybody remembers it. It's the coolest one. It's the coolest thing ever. What Charles would say? He'd say, the best of all time. The best of all time. The best. Okay. Darth Maul. Okay, is the scene where he holds his like light staff, because it's not a lightsaber, because it's got it's freaking long. And he goes like this, and he goes bzzz, bzzz. Okay, and when I saw that as a kid, I was like, holy shit. And then I had the toy, but it wasn't cool because I was fat, and you can't be fat when you can't be cool when you're a fat kid, unfortunately. And so now I got to compensate for it later. Because, well, I mean, I'll try to compensate for it later. What else we got here? I think those are just big snips. Those are for trimming like blueberries and stuff. They taking blueberries off the vine.
We belong to these things. These things are part of our body. It's not just a thing. So to protect ourselves, to protect our family, and to protect who we love, we need sometimes.
He needs to have a cannon on the wall
to destroy the enemy. And then this all gym, like our main tagline is fly with high spirits. In Punjabi, that means it's Chaddi Kala. Chaddi Kala means you always stay in high spirits no matter what. No matter what's going on in your life, you're bottom in your life, and you don't have money in your pocket. Whatever happened with me, it happened for a reason. But my spirit is always gonna high. No one can beat my spirit. Because if you want to win in life, you have to win yourself first.
Here we go. This is what I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Where are we?
Well, I got kicked out of my old gym, so I'm here. They took me in because they saw it as like a, they saw it as like he disrespected me, and since you got to be a warrior 24/7, I put Jeff Big Talk Nipper in his place. Boom. Okay, and is this John Cusack?
Mill song was playing again. As you can see, we're in a new location, a permanent new location. We've been relocated.
He's been permanently relocated, is what he means.
We won't get too much into it, but the coming weeks will.
Just in case you live under a rock, I kind of fucked up really bad.
What's happened and what's going on? Anyway, when you come to,
I don't know if I can go to this gym because I'm gonna have to wear a neck guard like they wear in hockey. I might have to wear two. So
we're in now.
Just somebody remind me. Then I'll just wear a hockey helmet.
There's new
with the
equipment.
cage because I don't want to be a guy who loses. I don't want to be the hockey player that's missing his 2 front teeth. That just looks terrible.
That even the best gyms in the world don't have, right? So every gym has its own set of equipment. Every gym has its own kind of style of machines, what they've been going for. So Freebird's no different. They've got a lot of similar equipment to they've got a lot of top equipment from many of the other gyms have too, but they also have some equipment that's not seen in many places. Or this piece of equipment, this low row is actually.
Yo, I think what he says is like.
Usually when people have these machines
it's basically an orange hammer strength machine. So I'm pretty sure that's not all that cool. Let's see what else we got here. We got a high row, we got a low row. It hits the lower lats and the upper lats. Okay. Well, I don't know. Let's look it up. Okay. All right. Let's just look at all the lat muscles. Here we go. Visit. Oh, it's an intrinsic muscle of the shoulder. Okay. Oh, here we go. Perfect. Oh, let's listen to the remnants of Samaria. Okay. We get some Conan the Barbarian here, because he's more muscular than the average Imperial Guard. Okay, so, what muscle is this? I wish it said what muscle this is. Anyways, there's only one lat, and so you can hit it at all the angles you want. It doesn't really matter. And another thing, let's look up. Okay, here we go. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Here we go. Barely fitness. Barely even training. Okay, here we go. Oh, these muscles. This is good if you're doing some neck curls. The sternocleidomastoid. So, pectoralis minor, pectoralis major. Okay, so pectoralis major is these three things right here. Okay, and then there's the nipple muscle. But so I don't know if you're not, just in case. I'm pretty sure I just broke the fitness industry, because it turns out, look, pec minor, so it's right here. Okay, so I don't care. Like some people, what are you gonna? So this must all be the pec minor right here, all these. And so, all right, you're not gonna tell me that this is the upper pec, right? There's no such thing as an upper pec. There's just the pec. And the only reason why you think there's an upper pec is because some people are leaner than other people, and some people have nicer looking muscle bellies than others. And so basically, if you want to have some striations on the top, then you just need to lean out a little bit. There you go. What else can we learn from this? Teres minor. Oh, supraspinatus. My brother tore this muscle here, and I don't think it's obviously it wasn't a full tear, but he didn't. He says that it would hurt when he would move his shoulder or move his arm in a certain way, and so then he just stopped doing that. He stopped like, because even though it would hurt, it's still working that muscle a little bit, and he says that he would just avoid even doing any of those motions, and so he said that he was so weak that he couldn't even push in the Schrader valve on a valve stem, okay, on a tire. So yeah, it ended up taking him, I don't know, like a couple months to get back to it. He couldn't bench for a long time, and then overhead press wouldn't hurt, but then it eventually that went to shit too, because he stopped doing any of these movements.